Well, I may or may not have got FM'd while off camera, and I hope it doesn't affect the squad morale. Let's get into it, my dudes. Before we get into today's episode, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. As I said, I got FM'd and got knocked out of I got knocked out of the cup against a team in the 3rd division, and we're currently sitting 2nd in the 1st division. Yeah, let's get into it. This was bad. So I played a very rotated side. I mean, I was thinking, hey, there's been a lot of guys we haven't played in the first team. Let's go ahead and play some of those guys, and then the spots that we don't have players that are, like if we're starting a player in this match that is a regular starter for us, let's pull up somebody from the reserve team. If we don't have somebody on the bench that can fill that role, and that's what we did. And it backfired on us. As you can see, we lost 3-1 in extra time. Goodness gracious, it was a wild one. I mean, you can see what we done. I started the backup goalkeeper. We started the Kabora guy on the left-hand side, Batu, and then I don't know his name, Vought, we started him as well. Dossie, we started Igor. This guy was from the reserve team. Koshi started. Simon started. Kawhi was the one regular guy that started. Ingval, Schufs came in. Walsh came in. Hermans came in. And Chaved came in to try salvaging something. And it didn't work out for us. Kawhi got sent off in the 85th minute. So after we tied it up, he got sent off. We went into extra time. We had one really good chance late in the match to win it. And we didn't convert on it. And then we get to extra time, and just the 10-men thing, I think, really hurt us. But it was not fun. We definitely got FM'd in it. I wanted to see if we can actually pull up the stats for it. Yeah, I mean, it was, there you go. It sucked. It really did. Like, I was very upset with it. That was the last match I played. Today, though, we're going up against top of the table Gink, and then St. Truden after that. And I don't know what our mindset is going into this match. Sorry, the phone was blowing up. Today, the first 2 episodes of this series released because you guys absolutely killed it on episode 0. So I went ahead and uploaded episode 1, and I'm still getting some of the notifications from it. I put out a 20 view goal, and you guys went through the roof on that. And then within 2 hours of this first episode 1 coming out, you guys reached 10 views. I mean, you guys are amazing. I really do appreciate the support this series is already getting in the short time it's been around. We're sitting midway through the season, I think, before the split happens, and we're still sitting 2nd in the league. But like I said, going up against Gink, this is going to be a tough match. Vandenberg is hurt. He's going to be out of this match with a pulled calf muscle, so that's not good. I don't think we have anything else really. I wrote something down, AFF, as in to remember that, but I have no idea what AFF means. But there is a rumor floating around the club. There is a rumor. We're financially struggling right now, big time, and we're not above the wage budget. I haven't had to. We're actually $1 million under it, and just losing money left and right at the club. It's been a tough go. It has been a tough go. But saying that, there's rumors of a potential board takeover. Does it go through? I don't know. It says that it's been squashed a couple of times, but it still maintains sitting there. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind a board takeover happening because maybe we could get somebody in that has a little bit more moolah. That would help us out. But I really don't know. But yeah, I don't think anything transfer-wise has happened either. Just taking a quick look. It's been at least a day since I've played this match, and I'm just trying to figure this save, and I'm trying to actually figure out what AFF means. And I have no idea. No idea what it means. Let's get into the first match. We're going up against Gink in the first one. And it's like I said, it's not going to be a fun match. I'm really debating putting out the number 10 counter-attacking system, or not the number 10. I'm really considering doing this tactic for this match with our defensive mid. We're not really familiar with it. We're more familiar with these two. So maybe we go with the gegenpressing. I really think we might want to go counter-attacking in this match, which is what I think I'm actually going to do. I haven't really ever messed with this tactic, to be honest with you. I just I haven't done it yet. So the roles are kind of not what we're looking for. I'm changing some of this stuff up right now. What can you, I mean, what do you want to actually be? You want to be we'll change you back to a box to box. Schultz can be our deep line playmaker. I think I'm happy with that lineup. Harriman's has struggled lately compared to what he had at the start of the season. We really don't have anybody on the bench I want to even. I guess this is what we're rolling with. We got Cook in goal, back four of Walsh, Norman Williamson, Pierre, and Wernerson. In the midfield, we got Scoofs, Franks, and Kareem. Right-hand side, Chaved. Left-hand side, Harriman's. Up top, 30. The dirty 30. I wanted to change that to a pressing forward, but I didn't. We'll see how this one goes. I'm not. I think we're going to lose this one. I think we're about to hit a bad run of form. I was trying to see if there was something saying, you know, I expect a much better performance in the last one, but not. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this match. I'm hoping for a very slow match where we might have one or two really good chances on the counterattack that we can find the back of the net to win it. And this may be a total mistake doing this. Like I might should have went with our original tactic that we was using, but I just feel that this one kind of lines us up a little bit better with Gink. They're the much better side. I mean, as I said, we're not second best by any means. I mean, we just lost to a team in the third tier, and we didn't put out a full reserve team. It was mainly first team players with one reserve player on the side. But yeah, that was not a very good matchup. Perry is looking really poor out there, and I need him to step it up because Vandenberg is banged up. We need somebody to take that other number 2 spot for us at center back because, as I've said, Max Norman Williamson, I feel like he's slotted into the number 2. He's took over the job between the is his name Batu and Pear. And we really need one of those two guys to step up pretty soon for us. There's the first goal. Gink takes the lead right before half. That's a bit disappointing. I'm not going to change anything tactically right now. I don't feel like it needs to be yet. Pear may be coming off, though, because he's looking. Batu can come on. Make that change. I don't know if it's going to help or not. Like I said, I'm not expecting much out of this match at this point. It's a bit tough. Wernerson throwing it in. He's looking for Karam. He gets it back to Wernerson. Plays it out to Schultz, who has a good chance to get goal here. He does. He gets his first of the season. Wernerson on the assist. Goal from distance. 1-1 in the match right now. I'm good with this. We're 100% fine with this. That was absolutely lovely stuff. Wernerson playing a long pass over. Not really. I thought it was a little bit longer than that. Schultz does a good job, though, just finding the back of the net. Goalkeep had no shot there. Absolutely no shot. Schultz is taking a corner here. Trying to find the head of whoever you are. Thought I could click these guys. Can't. But, yeah. Yep. Not. I wouldn't be disappointed with the draw in this match by any means. It would be a good result for us, but it is getting a little bit scary Larry right here in this attack. I'm looking for a run to happen. It doesn't. Luckily, it was a poor attempt on goal. Cook wasn't challenged. That's good stuff. We're going to drop some praise on the boys. I'm actually kind of happy with how they're doing. Trying to look around the screen. Okay, the praise did not work at all. Don't praise them. It doesn't work. Okay, here we go. What do we want to do? We got a couple changes we can make. I really don't want to take Harriman's off the pitch, but he's kind of the guy. I feel like Kawhi could come on and do a job for us. But I don't want to take him off. Can Koshi play as a defensive mid? No, he can't. We'll move Franks over to box. Koshi can come on as our second change. Birdie pushes this ball down. It goes to the Gink, though. Now they're looking to get a little something here. We haven't really done much in this match besides that one set piece, and that's okay. It is, if we can get a stop here. If not, we got some work to do, and we might have to change the tactic up in these final minutes, these final 15 minutes to get something. We're going to change now at this point. It's time. I think the counterattack actually done okay. It wasn't bad by any means. I mean, I'm guessing we're going to take shifts off. Harriman's going to slot over into the number 10. Kawhi can come on. Go a little bit more positive. I want to go stream tempo. We're going to hit early crosses and shoot on the side at this point. Strip it quickly, turn that on. That's where we're going to roll with right now. Where does a loss put us in the table right now? We're still sitting second. Okay, let's see if that can do anything. I don't, like I said, I don't think we're winning. It's been a tough match. Definitely been a tough one. Batu with it now. Brings it down. He gets it to Wernerson. Laying out of the back a little bit. We need to get it going, though. Need to get the ball moving forward. Wernerson decides to do that and does a poor job of it. Off. Okay. Franks does a good job pushing that up to Kawhi with it now. Engvall. Franks. Okay, in that highlight. That was a weird one. Why would you show that? I mean, there was a little bit of a chance, but there was never even a shot on goal. Key highlights, game. Key highlights. Walsh does a good job just clearing that forward. Engvall gets on it, and he's got the space. He hasn't finished at all this season, and he continues that. 5 minutes of added time. And that's the way it's going to go. 2-1. Sandy Walsh was our best performer with the 7.0. Not happy with that performance, but in reality, I am. But that's the way she rolls sometimes. St. Trunit up next. We have changed up the lineup a little bit against St. Trunit. We went back to our regular tactic. Cook's in goal, back four of Walsh, Norman Williamson, Batu, and Wernerson. In the midfield, we got Schuefs and Franks. Right-hand side, we got Karam. In the middle, Harriman's. Left-hand side, Kawhi. Up top, 30. This team needs a little bit of work this offseason, I feel like, especially in the attack. The attack, it basically has boiled down to the fact of, can Harriman score this match? That's where we're at right now. The past two, he hasn't, and we've lost both of them. Harriman's has been our most consistent player by any means. Him and Walsh on that right-hand side. And, yeah, I've got to figure out some players for the attack. I have been working on some short lists. Mainly, it seems like a lot of the players that I have found, and this is not going to surprise you guys at all. Players that I have found that I like, that I've added to short list, they're all under 18 Belgian players. And that kind of always how I play on FM. Just find really young players and hoping that they turn into something, turn them for a profit. Because really, the only time I've ever managed a big club was on the Journeyman when we finished at PSG. So I've always had to do that. Like, I've always had to buy players that haven't performed or players that we can get at a discounted price. Karam gets it in for his second of the season. I apologize. I was watching the match there, 1-0 now. There we go. End that losing streak right now. Let's end it today. Need to bounce back. But yeah, it's just always how I've played FM. I've never really been at a huge club. And obviously we're not still. We're losing money left and right. But yeah, I'm interested to see if we can sign our foreign spot players, the ones that we signed that are under the age of 18. if any of those guys can really develop, because I feel like the guy that we're trying to bring in that'll come in next season, Gasson, I think he's going to be a really good player for us in the future. Norman Williamson, I think potentially like Norman Williamson could have the highest value on our team right now, because you don't know what the limit of him is, like his potential ability. He's just, I think he has the highest potential ability on anybody on the team right now. I mean, he's already established himself as a in the starting 11 at the age of 17. We're going to get a pin here? Are we going to get a pin? Who's taking it? It better be Harriman's. Looks like Harriman's, doesn't it? Yep, it's Harriman's. Let's get it in there, bud. I mean, he would have been the dude that I would have put in. Norman Williamson just sells it over the top. Chances go away there. We had 2 good chances to go up 2-0 in this match, and we don't take advantage of it. It seems like the rest of the league has been beaten up on itself as well, because in the last match, 6th place team was sitting in 3rd. So it's teams are just beating up on each other right now. You can kind of see us, Club Brugge, and Genk kind of pulled away from the rest of the pack based off a goal differential. Harriman's to take this set piece. Trying to redeem himself from that penalty, but he doesn't. I mean, he had a good opportunity there as well, but didn't get to finish. We're already sitting on 2 cards in the defense side right now, which is a bit worrisome. Not going to lie to you guys, I'm a bit worried about that. And I cannot fire these boys up for nothing. But I feel like this offseason, Karam got a little sore spot right there. I don't know what the heck that is on my chin. That really hurt when I was rubbing it right then. But I feel like the spots that we need to work on this next offseason is we need to get a striker, because Ferdy is just on loan. Gustav has not showed anything that he's ready to do it. Igor is another player we could play up top, but at the age of 37, he's not going to be hanging around the club much longer. I think his contract actually expires at the end of the season. The right-hand side, Karam has had a good match today, but he has been very hit or miss as well. Just the consistency of this side, the consistency of some of the players has not been there. And because of that, Ferdy is coming off. I'm actually going to give Igor the chance to go up top. Simons coming on for Harriman's. I did bring up another player from the youth or the reserve team. You've seen him on the bench there. Bonnie guy. Bonnie. I'm going to call him Bonnie. I don't like saying Boney. That sounds kind of odd to me. But brought him up. He's not really a good player. He's just on the side because we needed to fill that spot. We can bring Pierre on for Batu just to get a card off the pitch for these last couple of minutes. Defensively, though, it looks like we're pretty good. The statistics of it, they've only had 1 shot. And we'll take that all day long. I'd like to keep the clean sheet here. Like I said, I would like to keep the clean sheet here. Cook done a great job to turn the former Mechelen Storm away. Good job there by Cook. As I said, I do like Cook. I think he's a good player as well. We got 4 minutes of added time, and it is up. Going to the locker room. Karam was your best overall player with an 8.0. We had 15 shots in there too. Dominated on the XG. We looked really good on possession as well. They committed a lot of fouls against. Outstretched arms. Good win. Good win to get out of that losing streak. There we go. All right, let's see if there's anybody that's upset with us. Everybody seems to be pretty happy. There's not no negative people out there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now we got to figure out where we want to come back at. Karam was the man of the match, which, I mean, we kind of expected that. So I'd at least like to have 3 matches. But we've already I feel like we played Cercle Bruges. I feel like we played this matchup early on in the season. I mean, we could potentially play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches off screen and come back with Beerschot and Ghent. Where's Ghent sitting at in the league right now? 31st, or they're sitting 5th. That would be a pretty good matchup. We haven't played them yet, have we? I don't think we did, because I feel like we played Circle Bruges and Portugal. I think that's how it was said. I can't remember for sure, but I feel like that was the matchup we played, wasn't it? And then we came back at this point. Didn't we come back at no? Came back at Anderlecht and Club Bruges. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to play 5 matches off screen. We're going to come back with Beerschot and Ghent. Should be a great, great time. We got to get some players healthy. The four. We've discussed this before on him. I don't think we're going to re-sign him. I really don't. It's just too much. Too much money for him. We can bring in some other players with that money. A bit of an up and down episode, but getting 3 points out of it, I'm not disappointed in that. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching.